I like Cassie laughs. She goes, "Oh, that people's so funny." They don't change the picture. I go, "Yeah, he looks like he's freaking 12 years old."
I was gonna say that.
Oh, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock now.
Yep.
Matt, Tom.
Guys, 7. 7.
We spoke about it on Monday. You knew that.
7 o'clock.
Ready? Nancy, you ready? I'd like to call the 7 p.m. work session meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Boonstra?
Here.
Mr. Lane?
Here.
Mr. Madigan?
Here.
Mr. Shanley?
Here.
And Mayor Melchione?
Here. Can you please read the open work session statement?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This regular work session meeting of the Wykoff Township Committee is now in session. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting appears on our annual schedule of meetings. A copy of said annual schedule has been posted on the bulletin board in Memorial Town Hall. A copy has been filed with the municipal clerk and has been posted on our municipal website. And a copy has also been emailed to the Record, the Ridgewood News, and the North Jersey Herald News, all newspapers having a general circulation throughout the township of Wykoff. At least 48 hours prior to this meeting, the agenda thereof was similarly posted, filed, and emailed to said newspapers.
Thank you. Can you confirm finance has reviewed and signed vouchers?
Yes, they have, Mr. Mayor.
Can I have a motion to open 10-minute public comment period, 10-minute public comment period, 2 minutes per speaker for public comment on any governmental issue that a member of the public, feels may be of concern to the residents of the Township of Wykoff?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Aye.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. Shanley?
Yes.
And Mayor Melchione?
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.
Please step forward to the microphone if you wish to make a comment.
Seeing and hearing no one, I move to close public comment.
Second.
Quick.
Wait, hold on.
Quick.
Yeah, it's Doug Strike.
Oh, okay. I rescind my second. Okay.
Doug, I think, wants to say something.
In the motion.
Doug, we were just closing
Oh.
public comment, but we
Public comment.
just,
You made it. Still open.
just have to cut a time.
Thank you. Doug Strike, I'm the CEO of Christian Health. Mayor Melchione, members of the Township Committee. I'm retiring at the end of this month after 34 years as the CEO of Christian Health, and I couldn't have that term come to an end without having the opportunity to come here and thank you and the Wykoff community for providing me with an incredibly rich 34-year history with Christian Health. This is an unbelievable community that I've been privileged to be a part of. For many years, I've told people that I sleep in Wayne, but I live in Wykoff. And that's been a really true statement. The sense of volunteerism that there is in this community, all that makes this such a wonderful place. It's been an incredibly rich experience, and I give thanks to God that I've had the opportunity to be a part of this community for 34 years. Christian Health was here long before I arrived, and it will be here long after I leave. I just am very thankful for the experience, so thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come here tonight and to share that appreciation. The first responders, the fire department, the ambulance corps, the police, the Y, the various members of the community who volunteer, the leadership here, the employees of this township, and all that they represent, the citizens and the way in which they support each other and look out for each other, just makes this a wonderful, wonderful place. And with all the challenges that there are in this world, thank God that there's a place like Wykoff. And thank you and many before you, and many that will come after you as well, for the leadership that's provided. So thank you very much and wish you God's richest blessings as Wyckoff continues to thrive. I'll be CEO Emeritus starting December 31. My successor, Steve Dumke, will do an outstanding job. He planned to be here tonight, and he had a child with an important school program for the holidays, and I said, be a dad tonight, because the CEO job's going to take you away from that a lot once you get there. So you'll be in good hands. Christian Health will be in good hands. And again, thank you, and Godspeed, God bless. And wish you all a very blessed holiday season and a happy, healthy New Year.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doug. I know we all have a few comments for you. Just want to thank you for everything you've done for Wyckoff and this community. And I know we'll see you again shortly because we are planning a little something for you in January. So thank you again for everything you've done. Comments?
Thank you, Doug. It was a pleasure to have worked with you throughout the years. My 8 years is coming to an end too, so you were a lot longer than me. But I remember when I was mayor in 2020, when pandemic hit, you and I had to talk quite often. And you were very open, you took the phone calls, and you gave a lot of information that we were able to share with our residents. So thank you. Enjoy, are you retiring?
I'll stay a little bit involved.
Okay, all right, well, I'm gonna just say, welcome, enjoy your, your retirement or whatever you're gonna do. Just enjoy your family. All right, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Doug, congratulations on your 34 years. I've only been here a year, and I know I've had the ability to see some of the wonderful things that you've done in action, and I've seen it over the years. And it's a pleasure that the Wyckoff Reformed Church has a deep connection and deep roots to you and your organization, and I wish you and your family all the best in your kind of retirement. I think I'm retired, but I feel like I'm not. So I'm sure you'll be busy, and God bless you. Thank you for what you've done. Yeah.
Yeah, that goes without saying, Doug. I've had the opportunity to get to know you over the years. I want to thank you for your service and commitment, not only to Christian healthcare, but also to our township of Wyckoff. I admire your leadership, your friendship, and your commitment to all that you do. And all I'll say is you're a true gentleman, and I wish you all Godspeed.
Doug, I don't know where to begin. I've known you longer than probably anyone here, and probably most in the room even. And I've been associated with. I've known you for the 34 years you've been here. Obviously, I've been associated off and on in many roles with Christian Health, with the fire department, with the zoning board, and now here on the governing body. And it's always been a pleasure. Especially dealing with you. You're always available, and you're always responsive, and you always know what's going on, and it just makes it a lot easier. It just makes it a lot easier. And Christian Health for 120 years now almost has been one of the brightest spots in Wyckoff, a bright shining light up on the hill. And I can't express how much it's been a pleasure having worked with you and having Christian Health in Wyckoff for all these years. And we'll see you again, and don't be a stranger, and we will have you back again. As the mayor said, we'll have you back again. So enjoy. I know you're going to be doing some traveling and things in the short term, but I know you'll be around, and we'll be in touch. I look forward to having coffee with you once in a while. All right. Thank you very much for everything.
All right. Now can we have a motion to close?
Motion to close public comment?
Second.
Mr. Boonstra?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Aye.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. Shanley?
Yes.
And Mayor Melchior?
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, we are approved.
Thank you. Okay, we have two very special proclamations tonight. First, we're going to start with the Ramapo girls varsity volleyball team. So I'm going to read the proclamation, then we'll come up and hand them out and take a few pictures. So whereas the 2024 Ramapo High School girls varsity football team is a volleyball team. Sorry about that.
Joe's got you thinking about football.
I got a little bit of a cough, so I'm just trying to get through it. So, all right. Whereas the 2024 Ramapo High School girls varsity volleyball team is the 2024 New Jersey North Group 3 state champions by virtue of their dominant performance in their 2-0 victory over Milburn High School on November 14th, 2024 at Ramapo High School. And whereas the 2024 Ramapo High School girls varsity volleyball team had previously earned the 2024 New Jersey North 1 Group 3 sectional state championship by virtue of their impressive 2-0 victory over Wayne Valley on November 12, 2024 at Ramapo High School. And whereas the team was the number 1 seed in the North 1 Group 3 after achieving a 19-4 record in the regular season that included a trip to the Bergen County Tournament semifinals against eventual champion Old Tappan, and made an amazing run through the 16 state sectional playoff bracket by defeating Bergenfield High School in the first round, Morris Knolls High School in the quarterfinals, Mount Olive in the sectional semifinals, and Wayne Valley in the sectional final, all by the scores of 2-0, and then went on to defeat Milburn by the same score in the North Group 3 final. And whereas in addition to the team's overall record of 24 wins and 5 losses, and being crowned the Big North Freedom League champions with an 8-0 league record, this exceptional team was one of 8 public high schools to play on the last day of the 2024 volleyball season at Franklin Township High School on November 6, 2024, where they fought hard in defeat against the number 1 ranked team in the state of New Jersey, Princeton High School. And whereas, excuse me, this astounding team's hard work and dedication combined its great skills and power, led it being ranked number 3 in northern New Jersey by the Bergen Record, number 11 in the state by the New Jersey NJ PowerRankings.com, and number 17 in the state by the Star Ledger. And whereas the Ramapo High School girls volleyball team benefited greatly from the dedication, commitment, and leadership of head coach Dave Van Hook and assistant coaches Taylor Grabelja, Matthew O'Neill, and Aiden Cole. And whereas special thanks is extended to the parents, coaches, friends, and all of the Ramapo students, teachers, and administration for their outstanding commitment and support. And whereas a special group of student athletes, seniors Ellery Bibergal, Sophia Goldstein, Claudia Ragone, Mackenzie Van Hook, and Addison Webb, juniors Tony Pernetti, Ella Pedreski, Rebecca Salmons, and Ellie Sanborn, sophomores Amelia Fried and Sarah Wingfield, and freshmen Veronica Poncherelli and Chelsea Salmons, achieved these extraordinary awards and honors by virtue of their commitment to unselfish team play, tireless work ethic, outstanding volleyball skills, and their overall commitment to the game of volleyball. Now therefore be proclaimed by the Township of Wyckoff, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, that the 2024 Ramapo High School girls varsity volleyball team, Coach Dave Van Hook and his staff, are hereby extended congratulations on behalf of our entire community for their significant successes they have achieved, and our thanks for serving as positive role models for the young athletes of our community and for illustrating the rewards which can be achieved through commitment and diligence in pursuing excellence. Congratulations.
Ladies, come on up.
Come on up.
You guys see the Wizard of Oz, the scarecrow?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Coach, you want to say? Good? All right, come on up for a picture.
I talk enough.
All right.
Okay, ladies, go in the middle.
Yeah, hold the proclamation, of course.
No, you can stand, just stand.
single day, we go through it every night.
I get 7 kids, like 7 weeks.
All right, one more.
Just look at his shoes and you'll smile.
All right. Congratulations. All right, now we have another special proclamation, and it's truly is an honor. I know my first year on the Township Committee was Joe's, I believe, first year as chief, and it really has been an honor, serving with you these past 4 years. So, whereas John Joseph Vanderplaat, known as Joe, joined the Wyckoff Volunteer Fire Department on February 7th, 1996. And he was elected by the members of the Wyckoff Volunteer Fire Department as the 28th Fire Chief and has served as such for the years 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And whereas Joseph Vanderplaat serves his community as a volunteer firefighter is a family tradition, where he's emulated his grandfather Jack Vanderplaat, his father Jay Vanderplaat, his cousins and former chief Timothy Brock, and his uncle William Brock Jr., as well as continuing the tradition with the next generation, as Joseph's son Michael has recently become a junior firefighter. And whereas Fire Chief Joe Vanderplaat has served the township with unselfish dedication and efficiency, responding to fire alarms without regard for his personal well-being. And whereas Fire Chief Joseph Vanderplaat has improved firematic procedures and promoted fire prevention awareness that the residents of Wyckoff are the beneficiaries of. And whereas the Wyckoff Volunteer Fire Department, under Chief Joseph Vanderplaat's leadership, has designed and ordered a new Spartan aerioscope tower ladder 241, updated all the fire department's policies and procedures to comply with the Joint Insurance Fund's best practices, ensuring that Wyckoff's Volunteer Fire Department was recognized as the first fire department to earn the Bergen County Joint Insurance Fund's Certified Fire Department designation for professional firematic and safe operating procedures. And whereas Chief Vanderplaat has made several technological upgrades for the Wyckoff Volunteer Fire Department, including an electronic fire reporting system and the implementation of policy tracking software. And whereas Fire Chief Joseph Vanderplaat has left his mark on our community, due recognition should be extended to him. And now therefore be it proclaimed by the Township of Wyckoff, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, that Joseph Vanderplaat is hereby commended and thanked for his outstanding efforts and accomplishments as Chief of the Wyckoff Volunteer Fire Department, and may it be further proclaimed that we extend best wishes and good health and continued success. Thanks. Speech. Come on up, Chief.
Well, this coat fit a lot better when I first
Whose fault is that? Want to say it? Did you get ChatGPT to write this? No, thanks for congratulations. Want to say a few words?
Did that
Shorter
tonight?
than the man. So I just want to sincerely thank the town council, Administrator Matthew Cavallo, and anyone else involved in putting this proclamation together. It truly means a lot serving as chief for the past 4 years. It's been an incredible experience. for fame or recognition, but out of dedication to our community. I'm happy to say that if anything from my chief time makes the paper, let's hope that's the only thing. I'm deeply grateful for the support from you, the council, the members and the officers of the fire department. It's been an honor to serve alongside all of you. I especially want to thank my wife, my family, my kids, for their unwavering support. Without them, none of this would have been possible. As I pass the reins to Joseph Alvarez, who has been my right-hand man as assistant chief for the past 2 years, I have full confidence that the department is in excellent hands, and I know he will continue to lead with dedication and integrity. Thank you all for attending tonight.
He's looking to center you on the seal.
I was trying to.
Keep going.
I'm trying to make this out of my stomach.
Keep going. Just doesn't. Keep moving. Move to the right a step. There you go. That's better.
We're gonna have to talk to Slater to
Just gotta yell out. Good. All right. Yeah, come on, everyone. Come on up for a picture. Oh. Family? Sure. Come on, Michael, Josh. Keep going.
Call Madigan, I'll tell you where to stand.
Billy, are you family? No. They said family first.
John.
Now you guys have to go to that side. Yeah. Keep going. A little more. That's good. Perfect. There you go. Okay. You gonna take that one too, Nick? We bet. Okay, you send it right to Jay. Okay. Now everybody. Now we'll go.
Now.
You coming in?
I am.
You're gonna stay.
But put me in the middle of
Not dad's fault.
I know.
You gotta be allowed.
Nana, stand up on a chair. Stand up on a chair. I'm not kidding.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Fire!
Yeah.
Say fire.
No, don't say that.
One more.
Thrown outside the window.
Very good.
Beautiful. I feel so bad. Him and I were having a conversation about football before he was it's a secret. That's why I felt so bad when he said that.
I have to correct that, because if it's a Spartan, I want $500,000 back.
Okay. I thought I heard that. I mean, you know, but then I'll have to redo the proclamation. But
Well,
no big deal.
I'm probably the only one that heard it.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah,
see,
hold on,
is it?
here, hold on. Yeah, Spartan. Right there. Spartan.
Is that not what it is?
No,
Spartan.
I got the wrong one. Hold on.
Yeah, it's right here. Did you see it? Spartan aerial.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
It's a C grade. I was going to say, if it's a Spartan, I want $500,000 back.
That would take care of the slate roof.
That's right.
Spartan makes fire trucks, man.
I know, well, yes. Sorry. I should have looked at the contract. I had it in the drawer.
Yeah. It's gonna get colder again. It may be working a little bit. But it's just temporary.
Very, very nice. A lot of whereases, huh?
Matt, are you ready? All right, administrator report, please.
Sure, first on the agenda, we have several resolutions. First, we have a contract closeout for the Morley Drive Sewer Project. This is an increase, this is a positive change order. As I think I mentioned before, after design, we realized that there was, PSE&G sunk a new telephone pole, so we ended up having to put an extra manhole in to divert, to make an extra bend in the line. So it's an additional of one additional manhole. 303 is a resolution authorizing a reduction in our tax levy for this year, having to do with our 2024 tax appeals that were settled this year. 305 authorizes our application to the state and local cybersecurity grant program. We applied last year. It has been great for us. We've been able to get some very expensive cybersecurity software, along with some hardware that have been provided to us on the grant from the state. So we're applying for the program again this year with the hopes of continuing that success. 308, endorsing Hope Christian Community Development Block Grant application. And 309, authorizing the acceptance of our open space grant for the lacrosse wall at Polis Field. And I'll get more to that in a moment. We have one motion for Christian Health. No introductions, as this is technically our last meeting of the year. And finally, for public consideration, public hearing and further consideration, we have the 2025 salary ordinance. First, I want to thank Mayor Melchion for presenting my report last meeting, as I was absent due to illness. We are in our final week of leaf collection. They are hopefully going to be done on Friday, if not before. We do have assisted listening devices now available in this room to better serve those with hearing impairments. Anyone who needs those devices should just see the municipal clerk. Signage for its availability has been posted at the door. That is that new device right in front of Rudy. That's the transmitter for it. Pre-construction meeting was held today at Town Hall for the roof replacement. The project is expected to last approximately 3 weeks once the majority of the project, the actual replacement of the shingles, expected to last about 3 weeks once they get started. Hopefully they'll be here early January, depending on the contractor's schedule and the delivery of the material. The private sewer extension on Birchwood Drive, Frederick Court is complete. The temporary patch is in place for the winter, and final paving will be incorporated into our 2025 road improvement program. As I mentioned, we have with the resolution, we've secured an $82,450 grant from the Bergen County Open Space Trust Fund for the construction of a concrete wall for lacrosse practice at Polis Field. It'll be matched 100% by the Township's Open Space Trust Fund, as we have done in the past with these open space grants. The Finance Committee is diligently preparing the 2025 municipal budget, finalizing capital requests by year end to facilitate the early February passage of our funding ordinances. Thanks to all our department heads and their teams for participating in our safety program. Our fourth quarter meeting was conducted this past week, positioning ourselves to receive the Platinum Safety Award from the Bergen County JIF for this year. Appreciation to Girl Scout Troop 28549 for decorating the tree representing Wyckoff at the 2024 Winter Wonderland Annual Municipal Holiday Tree Decorating Contest at Van Saun Park, which was this past Saturday. Town Hall will be closed on Tuesday the 24th and December 25th, along with Wednesday the 1st for the holiday season. Our annual reorganization meeting is scheduled for 12 noon on the 1st, preceded by our sign die meeting, which will be at 11 a.m. After 25 years of dedicated service, Cindy Razoo will be retiring. Cindy served in various capacities throughout the township, most recently in the building department, also as the Board of Health Secretary, and in the tax assessor's office. We extend our best wishes to her and her husband as they are relocating to the south in January. The annual menorah lighting will take place on Sunday, December 29th. And on behalf of myself and the employees, I just want to express our gratitude to Mr. Shanley for his service to the township during his time on the Township Committee. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Matt.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Matt, just for clarification, I think it's important.
Sure.
I know tonight we're going to be passing this resolution on the reduction in the tax levy due to tax appeals. As a member of Finance and the Budget, and I know there was an inordinate amount of discussion about this last year, I just want to point out that the Township of Wyckoff, the municipality, will be returning $91,232 in tax payments, of which, when the tax was collected, because of the tax rate, Wyckoff's only received in $13,000. 78 additional $1,000 went to the county, the Board of Ed, K-8, and the Board of Ed, Rampo Indian Hills. What's very difficult here is that even though we only took in $13,000, we have to give back the whole $91,000, which adds to our tax burden. And just for clarification, I'm glad that we'll make a little bit of progress, but it's very frustrating because this is the ramifications when you have several tax appeals.
So this is, just a clarification on this, this is a resolution authorizing the reduction in the current year tax levy. So
Right.
these are current year tax bills.
Right.
These are appeals that were filed timely before April 1st this year and settled before year end,
Okay.
which means they affect the current year tax levy.
Right.
It affects a little differently than our previous year tax appeals, which are borne entirely on the town.
Thank you.
That's it? Okay. Township Committee reports. Tim, you want to start?
Sure, I will kick off my final township report. The Ramapo Indian Hills School Board met last night. They approved going to the block schedule and changing their start time to 8:15 a.m., which my two sons are gonna love. They can sleep in a little bit more, and they don't have to be there for a 7:35 start. They got an 8:15 start. So that happened, and then they also approved doing an AC upgrade for Indian Hills, because if they're going to block schedule, everyone has lunch at the same time. They're gonna have better air conditioning in the cafeteria for everyone trying to go in at the same time. The design review board met. They had a busy year, so they did a presentation on a property to the planning board. The zoning board meets on Thursday, and I want to thank and just say, it's been a pleasure to serve the township residents for 8 years. I really enjoyed my time, representing everybody and listening to everybody and trying to solve issues. It's time for me to get back to my family. And I've 2 older boys. They're juniors and sophomore in high school, so they're becoming adults. So I got to help them, with their college, getting into college and paying for college. So I'm looking forward to that, and I still got a 10-year-old, so I'm still gonna be working my, time off. I'm gonna be very, just paying for all their tuitions. So anyway, thank you, and I always see you at the meetings. I'm gonna miss seeing you two ladies. You guys are always here. So, and you take care of your residents in your neck of the woods, and you do a good job. So thank you.
Thank you. It's been our pleasure, believe me.
All right, thank you, Tim.
Thanks.
Roger?
Yes, okay, so I'm going to try to keep this brief. I attended the Zabriskie House open house, which was really, really amazing. I learned an awful lot more about the building going inside, and the volunteers that were there really walked us through, and you felt like you were going back in time and seeing what it must have been like to be here when 95% of the homes that are up weren't even here, so it was really good, and it's really just something to have a piece of history like that that's in such good condition, and the team of people that are on the board taking care of it. So I want to just extend thanks to them, and it was a great time. You already mentioned the leaf collection. Excuse me, I'm catching what Pete has, maybe. Joe did a great job. I wish he was still here, but he's probably celebrating his proclamation right now at the firehouse. But another season by. There'll be some pickups here or there when piles do appear, but they did a wonderful job. They had the benefit of weather. We didn't have snow or ice that would have prevented a swift pickup of the leaves. The other thing, briefly, because there's an awful lot on social media about the drones that are in the air and everything else, and a whole bunch of us had the opportunity yesterday to be on a Zoom call, which was done in a webinar format. There were representatives from the White House, the FBI, the FAA, Department of Homeland Security, and the state police. And I can't even be kind about it. It was there was absolutely no information forthcoming. They basically were blaming the public for misidentifying certain things that are in the air. And of course, some of these drones are planes. We understand that, but not all of them. And some of them are just, they're threatening, and we don't have answers yet, and hopefully the federal government and our Defense Department is forthcoming in giving us more information. The public deserves it. We're entitled to it. And, obviously there's nothing we as a township can do about it other than look in the sky and see them. But if there's anything that's really unusual, I would just encourage people to call the police department and let them be aware of it. We don't want to be overwhelmed, but it's important. So we were on a call. There was information, but it fell way short of anything that should be expected from the public. All right. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Any other comments that I have, I'm going to reserve to our January 1st meeting.
Thank you,
Yep.
Sorry. Thank you, Roger.
Sure.
Tom?
Yes, got a few things here. We had a rec board meeting last night. I want to thank, again, all our volunteers, not only the rec board, but the various boards and commissions throughout town. The recreation programs are thriving, which is terrific. A lot of participation with young people, and the rec board will be revisiting goals and objectives for the rec department in 2025. Tree lighting, I don't think we had a meeting. Tree lighting and Santa visit, and special thanks to our Chamber of Commerce for again putting that together, our fire department for assisting. Finance and budget have been meeting. We've met a few times. We did some site visits today, and we're looking at capital expenses in 2025 as we look forward to another calendar and budget series. I had the pleasure of attending the seniors luncheon at the Brick House a week ago, and there was 46 members. It was held at the Brick House. It was very nice, very festive. Everybody enjoyed themselves, had a nice time, and they treated the seniors very nicely. And I too want to thank Cindy Rousseau for her many years serving here in the township, 25 years serving the township. I wish her all the best in her retirement. I also want to thank Mayor Pete Malchione for serving with distinction as mayor this year. You consistently led by example, focused on serving all our residents. I also admire the positive energy from those township committee members who work collegially and work hard with a commitment to all in Wyckoff. And I just want to say personally, I'm appreciative of the voters of Wyckoff who recognize my efforts, and I pledge to continue to work hard on behalf of all our neighbors in town going forward. Merry Christmas to all, happy holidays, looking forward to January 1st and the new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Rudy?
Thank you, Mayor. Couple things. I too attended the Zabriskie House open house on the 7th. The Zabriskie House Board of Trustees is doing a great job promoting our gem of a museum that we have, and I thank them very much. I too attended the Christmas tree lighting, and want to thank the Chamber of Commerce and the Fire Department for putting that together. Board of Health met a week and a half ago, and it was a relatively short meeting. It was the last meeting for President Steve Clark and member Linda Brock, and of course Secretary Cindy Rousseau. I want to thank all of them publicly for the years that they have put in on the Board of Health and their leadership and what they've contributed. Last week the Planning Board met and approved the application for the house on the corner of Everett and Highland, which is going to undergo a renovation and a small addition, and that was approved by the design was approved by the Design Review Committee, and it looks to be a nice project, and it was approved unanimously. The board also approved the application from Ridgewood Water for the Cedar Hill well field, which was driven mostly by the artifacts dig that is ongoing at the well field, that even drives the design of the building that Ridgewood Water is permitted to put up there. So there really wasn't much to discuss other than to try to provide for ample screening of the building to protect the surrounding area. I also want to thank Glenn Seatsma for the years he served on the planning board. He did an able job. He was last few years vice chair, and I want to wish him well.
Also Shade Tree, Rudy. He served Shade Tree.
Okay,
Yeah.
and Shade Tree, okay. Environmental Commission met last night and talked about the upcoming, some grants and some sustainability issues. It was a relatively quick meeting. Actually, I had to leave a little early. But they met, and Ben Weiner has done an able job as president this year. He's got a lot going on, and we look forward to a successful year next year. I want to thank Pete for his stewardship this year as mayor. Pete, thank you very much. Good job.
Thank you, Rudy.
And I want to thank Tim for the years he spent not only on the Township Committee and as mayor, but on the zoning board, where Tim was before he came here. So I want to thank you, Tim. As you know, I didn't support you this year, but I still want to wish you well going forward for you and Melissa and the boys. Good luck.
Thank
Okay.
you, Rudy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rudy.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Sorry, I do have one last item, when you're complete with your report.
Go ahead.
With back to my report, one last item, going back to SOARs. If you recall, we have previously announced we're moving forward with a 3-house SOAR extension on Helena, covering numbers 5, 21, 22, and 24. We're going to be also moving forward with a 9-house SOAR extension, additional 600 linear feet westerly on Helena, going from numbers 529 through 546, inclusive of everybody except for 2 properties.
That's great.
So the residents have all got together, the engineering drawings are in, so we'll be moving forward with getting the TWA application forwarded down to DEP and moving forward on that in the spring.
Perfect, thank you.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to make, just for the record, I just want to let people know that any comments that I'm going to make personally about any of my fellow committeemen, I'm reserving that until January 1st.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Raj.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, excuse my my cough.
Choked up.
Yeah. I just want to piggyback on what Roger said about the drones. I was on that call yesterday, and it was very frustrating that there was really no information. Also, what I got out of it, too, it's almost that these agencies are talking down to the residents of New Jersey and saying we're basically seeing things in the skies. They're not saying that exactly, but that was a little bit of
Yeah,
the
they
tone.
are.
That was kind of the tone of it, and it's very upsetting. There's not really much we could do here locally, but I just want to assure the residents and everyone in Wyckoff, the Township Committee, along with our administrator, Chief Dave Murphy, we're in constant contact with all the proper channels and authorities, so if there is something we do need to do, we will do it, but unfortunately, there is not much we could do right now, and information is very scarce. What you're hearing on the TV is basically the same stuff that we are hearing. So we do apologize if there's not a lot of information, but it is out of our control. I was at the tree lighting. I want to thank the chamber and the fire department for another year, another great job. It was a little chilly out there this year, but still we had a lot of residents come out to light the tree. Then I was at a grand opening this past Friday for Grazie Craze. It's a charcuterie board place on Main Street. So you could go there, and they had their ribbon cutting. They opened up perfect timing right before Thanksgiving and through the holidays, and they said they're pretty busy cutting up meat and cheeses and their charcuterie, and I tasted, had a few samples, and their food was excellent. And then the following day, I attended the Toys for Tot train. It was another great turnout. It's always a good turnout here in Wyckoff. A lot of toys collected for the kids, and yeah, I think most of us were there. And then I think just also environmental. They received a grant a few years ago for some sign dedication down at Russell Park. So if anyone has a chance to visit Russell, look at the new signs. There's information about the trees, butterflies, and I forget what the other different plants around the park.
The sensory garden.
Sensory garden. So it's definitely worth taking a look at those signs. Environmental Commission worked hard on that. And then just lastly, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Holidays. Attorney report?
Before Dave goes, thanks Roger and Pete for joining in on that phone call and reporting on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very much. Sorry,
Thank you,
Dave.
Mayor. Just want to bring everybody up to date on the Montvale litigation. Just a reminder, that's the litigation that we joined in on the fourth round of the Mount Laurel. I call it the Montvale because that's the lead town attorney from there is leading the way on that. This Friday is the return date oral argument on order to show cause, which we filed, me and the Montvale group, asking for a stay in the fourth round. I'm going to attend it virtually, so hopefully next meeting, if not sooner, I can report as to that if there's a decision at the oral argument. And obviously, we're proceeding with that litigation. 26 municipalities, including us, have joined in now, and more are probably talking about it as well. We're still proceeding with what we need to do for the fourth round, just we need to be doing our due diligence there, so we're not caught behind the power curve, but hopefully we're going to get some positive result. But I, again, will report back on that order to show cause. Just finally, the petition for removal of tax assessor was filed and served on December 13th. I just want to make sure the public who's listening is aware of that. I also want to thank Tim for your service. I appreciate it. I go back to the days you were on the zoning board, and I came as the attorney, so we go back that far together. And I just wish you the best, you and your family. So I appreciate your service. And thank you, Mayor, for your service. It's been a good year, and you've really done a good job leading this town. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. All right. No one has anything? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Aye.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. Shanley?
Yes.
And Mayor Melchiong?
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, we are adjourned.